अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। आज की इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे CFR.200 के बारे में। तो कंपोजिशन ऑफ कॉस्ट, टोटल कॉस्ट, द टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ अ फेडरल अवार्ड इन द सम ऑफ अवेलेबल डायरेक्ट एंड equitable indirect cost less any applicable credits. Factor affecting allowability cost of cost, except where otherwise authorized by status. Cost must meet the following generally criteria of under be allowable under federal award, be necessary and reasonable for performing of the federal award, and be allocable thereto under these principles. Conform to any limitation or exclusion set forth in these principles or in the federal award as to type or amount of cost item. Be consistent with policies and procedure that apply uniformly to both federal financed and other activities of the non-federal entity. Factor affecting availability of cost. Be accorded consistent treatment. A cost may not be assigned to a federal award as a direct cost if any other cost occurred for the same purpose in like certism has been allocated to the federal award as an indirect cost. Be determined in accordance with generally accepted accounting principle GAAP, except for state and local government and Indian tribes only as otherwise provided for in this part. Not be included as a cost or used to meet cost sharing or matching requirement of any other federally financed program in either a current or a pure period. See also 200.306 cost sharing or matching paragraph. B adequately document. See also 200.300 and national policy requirement through period of performance of this part. आगे हमारे पास है रीजनेबल कॉस्ट. ए कॉस्ट इज रीजनेबल इफ इन इट्स natural and amount it does not exceed that which would be incurred by a prudent person under the circumstances prevailing at the time the decision was made in to incur the cost. The question of reasonableness is practically important when the non-federal identity is predominantly federally funds, must have direct relationship and necessary for construction at the reasonable rate. Reasonable cost. Whether the cost of the type generally recognized or ordinary and necessary for the operation of the non-federal entity or a proper error and inefficient performance of the federal award. Administrative assistance labor not necessary for concentration. The restraint or requirement imposed by such factor as sound business practice, arm length, federal, state, local, tribal, and other law and regulation and terms and conditions of a federal award. Affiliated transaction must be pre-approved and at cost with non-profit margin and must provide evidence of true cost from affiliate record. Reasonable cost. Market price for comparable goods or services for the geographic area is CEO performing an install and recording his her salary as the cost rather than the cost of the installer not reasonable increasing a salary for work performed under reconnect not reasonable, whether the individual concerned acted with prudence in the certain considering their responsibility to the not federal identity in imply where applicable student or membership the public at large and the federal government buying state of art construction equipment when renting would have resulted in saving to taxpayers federal government not reasonable. Thank you.